am gone. To Mangar's lair we took the snare, its hooks did end his reign. Now there it lies, if e'er he rise, to bring him low again. Snow in summer, ice in my heart, death's cold fingers tear us apart. Snow in summer, ice in my heart, death's cold fingers tear us apart. Did Mangar scour the depths of Skara Brae? Snow in summer, ice in my heart, death's cold fingers tear us apart. Snow in summer, ice in my
The song I sing will tell the tale of a cold and wintry day, of castle walls and torchlit halls, and a price men had to pay. When evil fled and brave men bled, the Dark One came to stay, till men of old, for blood and gold, had rescued Skara Brae.
Eh?
What can I do?
Hmm?
Ready. What is that?
One eye, one leg, one arm. Is it a fashan? I've sung songs about them, but I never thought I'd see one.
All the monsters of legend.
Here. Let me just...
At your command.
Ready? Pardon? Aha!
Here to serve. I beg your pardon.
On your word. Stepping by. Aha!
Yes?
Aye.
Here.
Eh?
How may I serve?
Hmm?
Aye.
Aye.
Ready.
Eh?
Here.
Hmm?
Yes?
Aye.
Them things dragged down my old dad at a gallop. Ashamed to say, I kept running.
What do you want? Forgive me, my bile. It is not you who have stirred it, but these cursed clods who broke my best lute and battered me with their oafish fists. If you need an instrument, I have a few I am willing to sell. I am trying to raise enough coin to return to the Everwood. The venture has not so far been a success. A mob, fevered by the Fatherites. They accused me of trying to lure some badish boy into the shadows, then set upon me with fist and boot. Had not a fellow adventurer been passing, I've no doubt I would have hung from their tree. Fortunately, a dwarf named Dalgleish saw my peril and dragged me to safety, taking many blows himself. I am in his debt. Not the finest instruments you'll ever find. Just a few I've acquired over the years. Please. May you have better fortune than your fair friend Mary. Back again. How may I I still...
Aye.
I dropped the baby! She's still out there! I dropped her!
Eh?
What can I do?
Good luck, friends.
Do not fear me, friends. I beg you. Yes, I am a Fatherite, but I no longer take orders from Bishop Henred or any of his compatriots. It is they who are not Fatherites, for they have abandoned the Sword Father's tenets. Thus, I have broken with them and come here to this refuge to do what a priest must always do: help the helpless and teach those who wish to learn. The Sword Father was a man once, a king of Lestras who valiantly drove out foreign invaders and sacrificed himself for the security of his people. Such was his honor and goodness that he became a god upon his death, and his daughter, known as the Blessed Lady, an all-merciful goddess. Together, they watch over mankind, the Father inspiring them in times of trouble, the Blessed Lady comforting them when the storm has passed.
I don't know how I got away. They was too busy eating everyone else, I guess.
He did not seem so terrible when first he arrived. Ambitious, yes, but still compassionate and with a keen intellect that was never satisfied. Then slowly his mind became less flexible, his fears more consuming and his compassion reserved only for his own kind. Where once the temples helped all, Henred ordered that only the faithful be fed and all others be turned away. It only got worse from there, as you know, and I now fear he has lost his sanity entirely. I was reprimanded for aiding a dwarf, and when I defended myself, Henred demanded I give up my ministry. I left without looking back. But I haven't left the true church, only Henred's church, which is not and shall never be mine. Well, I do what I can. Healing, comforting, feeding, advising. If you are sick or wounded, I will be happy to help you. If you seek to channel the power of your god for good works, yes, I can show you. First, however, I would ask a favor. Some of Henred's so-called paladins have looted sacred relics and are wearing them as medals, it seems. As if covering one's self in holy artifacts made one more holy. Preposterous. I know Paladin Captain Beckwith, who patrols the road near Fetter Cairn, wears one. If you could get it from him, so I may return it to its proper place, I would believe that you have the fortitude and commitment to learn what I have to teach. Let me see what ails you. Bless you, friends. cabbage, carrots, potatoes. Cabbage, carrots, and potatoes. Aye.
Welcome, friend. I'm Resa, and this is Palafax. How can we help you? New folks arriving here every day, driven out of their homes by monsters or paladins or what have you, and they all need to eat and sleep. Oh, I haven't much, but we share what we have. If you need food, it's there. A place to lie down, the houses across the way are safe, and if you're wounded, get in that line there. We'll see to you as soon as we can. It was all chaos here when the attack started, so somebody had to organise. Me and Palafax here, my husband, we started finding blankets and food for the rest and keeping watch as best we could. Not doing too bad so far, but there's more folk coming in every day. It'll get worse before it gets better. Ah, my bold, brave husband. Always manages to find trouble where no one else can. Good thing for a guard, I suppose. Not so easy on his wife, though. Well, at least we're in trouble together this time. Help out if you can. We need it.
Poor folk. More every day. Where are we going to fit them all? If you need food and healing, see my wife here, Resa. If you need a blade or some leather on your back, see me. And if you're fit enough, we could use some help holding back the darkness, as the city watch ain't likely to help us down here. And why shouldn't I be? Was with them for 30 years until this Henred becomes Bishop of the Fatherites. Then all of a sudden being Einar is a sin, fired for worshipping the wrong gods, took my house and tried to burn poor Resa as a witch. Pooh! Spent half my life arresting the rats that lived in Skara Brae below, and now I'm down here helping them. Oh, it's a funny old world, eh? I've got some likely lads patrolling the camp. But what we really need is some hardy souls to go into the dark and clear some streets. Things seem to be breeding in there. Horrible things. Resa's my wife. Met her at her father's tavern. Oh, wouldn't look at me at first. But then, well, I guess she got used to me. I won't find a kinder person in all of Caith. I don't know how I got so lucky. Have a look.
Aye.
How may I serve?
Up. Thanks for looking.
Here.
Eh?
What do you... Huh? See you again.
Hi.
The baby! She's still out there! I dropped her!
Here we are. I told Orlo not to let anybody in who didn't give him the wildland whistle. Give it a try. Aye.
How may I serve? Yes?
Aye. What do you want? Ah, I'm done with ya. That's the tune! Welcome, friend. Hello, Robbie. Glad to see you in one piece.
One minute. I gotta make a little speech. And this time, I hope we won't be interrupted. All friends, lend me your ears a moment. Well, friends, seems the Fatherites have decided to wipe us adventurers out once and for all. Not sure if they really think we're behind all the murder and mayhem that's been plaguing Scarabray, or if they just want a scapegoat. But either way, if we ever want to live in peace again, we have to prove to those bastard sword priests that we're not the enemy. And the best way to do that is to bring them the enemy. Now, I'm sending messengers to the elves and dwarves to petition their help in this. That help, however, may be long in coming. So we need a few brave souls here and now, willing to hunt down whoever's behind this terror and deliver them to the priests. Not just to save Scarabray, not just to save the Adventurers Guild, but to save the lives of all the elves, dwarves, trow, adventurers, outcasts, and practitioners of magic in Caith. So, any volunteers? Well, you know where I'll be when you make up your mind.
If you want something, spit it out. No time for any hemming and hawing. Aside from listening to Jackdaw and Numpties, I hire out sellswords to them that can afford it. Are you in the market? Fine. Thank you kindly for your business. What is... Come back with a proper... Wasting my time. Ah, another weary soul. Not many creature comforts yet here at the new guild, but Granny Goodnight and I managed to put a few kegs in a barrow as we were running out. So, how about a drink? In the old days, the guild was out in the open. A place for treasure hunters, sell swords, and practitioners to find work and tell tall tales. These days, it's the last refuge for anyone who doesn't fit into the Fatherites' narrow little world. Mages, rogues, folk of the old races. They can all have a drink and know they're not going to have any trouble. Well, they could until tonight. didn't make it. Poor soul. Paladin got her before I could get him. No half the barkeep she was, but I'll do my best. It's no much, but... Happy drinking, friend.
Hello, friends. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Sir Stephen of Dengler. Can't talk long. Black Hawk and I are flying off to Lestrus soon. That's right, flying. I ride on the back of a great hawk, crossing land and sea as easy as others cross the street. It's always been a dream of mine to circumnavigate the world, and I'm well on my way. Black Hawk is the name of my Black Hawk. Yes, he's a big old bird. Wings wider than the gates of Skara Brae. Have him perched on top of Kyralan's tower right now. But you can't see him. Oh no, I made him invisible so he won't scare the populace. See you soon.
So, this sage can save the world?
Only if he's freed. And that is my quest. To free him from his prison, so that he may save us.
What a story! I love it.
But there is no story yet. My journey has barely begun.
Maybe so, but it has so much potential.
Ah, adventurers. Off to do a little dungeon crawling, are you? Makes me wish I were young again. Always plenty of fun to be had in the underworld. Good luck down there.
Ah, hello. Good to meet fellow seekers of adventure. I am Ekbar Andros, known as Stronghold. It seems I've come to your city in dark times. I have sought adventure for many years. First as a mercenary in Sarai, then as a treasure hunter and thief. Then one day in a market in Gouache, I heard a song that told of a great sage trapped in an endlessly repeating dream. The song said that if the sage was freed from his dream, he would turn the world from the path of ruin. And I, suddenly feeling I had unwittingly been treading just such a path, decided I would find the sage and wake him and help him to save the world. I have been seeking him ever since and had many adventures along the way. A name from my mercenary days. I was known to hold the line and never break, and to close the gaps when others fled. Murders, disappearances, intolerance, hate, the clash of the old and the new. All this is happening within your walls. It makes me wonder if the ruin the sage is meant to save us from is close at hand. If it is, then I must find him quickly and stop telling tales in taverns. Good luck on your adventures, friends. I hope you find what you seek.
Who? Oh, hello! I don't suppose you have any stories? Farron Brygo is the name. Impresario of theatrical entertainments and pageants of the mind. My company and I have performed before kings and queens on village greens and everything in between. We tell stories of all kinds, from tall tales of knights and thieves and bards, to poignant parables set in a world beyond the end of the world, to epics of gods and monsters, and those who wonder if they might be both. In my 40 years practicing my chosen trade, I have had the privilege of working with some of the finest magicians, storytellers, craftsmen, and artists the world has ever known. And it has been our continued pleasure to create together new and wondrous worlds for our audience to explore. My family were bankers in the land of the golden sun, but I left that trade to follow my love of art and storytelling and entertaining the people. I have never regretted it. I'm working on a new entertainment as we speak, about a band of bold adventurers trying to stop ancient evils from destroying the world, and I'm looking for inspiration. It occurred to me that the Adventurers Guild would be a good place to find some. Good talking to you. See you again.
Welcome, adventurer. We are the review board of the Adventurers Guild. Before you can be allowed to learn certain skills or follow certain paths, your progress must be reviewed to be certain that you are worthy. You will know when to return to us. We look for... Farewell, adventurer.
Oh, there. I don't suppose you'd be interested in buying or selling a soul now, would... Lar is the name. Lar of Revellon, at your service. That's right. Usually do brisk business, but not having much luck here. Haven't made a sale in days. Everyone down here in Scarabray below seems to have one already. Not an empty vessel among you. Up in the new city, of course, almost no one has a soul. I could make a killing up there, but it's too dangerous. What with the Fatherites running things, my sort of business is, frowned upon. Plenty of souls down here to choose from, but no one seems in a selling mood. Too busy fighting the good fight, or some such nonsense. Think I'll have to move on to some place where the people are more beset with ennui. Boredom always helps the market. Nice talking with you.
welcome to Roscoe's. But I want you to know this is not the Emporium. I'm only here selling this rubbish because the Emporium has been flattened by a giant and occupied by trow. Now, how can I help you? Yes, the 7th of that name, and the 1st, Fian helped me, to abandon the store. Even in the aftermath of Tarjan's destruction, my ancestors kept the doors open, while I'm a disgrace to the name. The rarest, most exclusive collection of magical and mystical items, elixirs and ingredients ever assembled in Scarabray, now pounded into rubble and occupied by trow mercenaries who are ambushing every poor practitioner who comes through the door looking for me. It is an intolerable situation. My reputation and... Oh, just a moment. I don't suppose you... Oh, but of course you would. What adventurer wouldn't? Ah, well, when I escaped the Emporium, I happened to take with me a lantern of illusion. If you could drive out the trow that currently occupy the Emporium, then set the lantern on the hook outside the door, it will make the place impossible for undesirables to find until I can return and clean it up a bit. After that, if you find yourself in need of best quality magical merchandise, why, I would gratefully sell it to you for a deep, deep discount. What do you say? Excellent. Then here is the lantern, and here is the location of the Emporium. Be careful, though. There are a lot of trow there, and they aren't the friendly sort. Thank you for coming to Roscoe's. Please, come again.
Ah, I knew you'd come forward, hero. Now, listen. Seems the raid on the Adventurers Guild was just one attack among many today. There's atrocities happening all over Scarabray. And Dalgleish, Ringneck and the Green Lady, who you met during the fighting, have gone to look into some of them. I promised I'd send help if I could find any. Would you look for them and give them a hand? This is the old town, the original Scarabray. When the mad god Tarjan attacked it with fire and storm a century and a half ago, the earth shook so the muddy hills around the town flowed down and buried it to the gables. Ever since, the poor and outcast and outlaw have been digging it out again, little by little, making a home in the dark. Now, there's not much more to tell. I can never remember any details of where or how. I just know the troubles we're having now will end when you end them. And somehow, you'll end me too. I only wish I knew why. The Fatherites claim that elves, dwarves, trow, and those who practice magic or follow the old ways are enemies of their faith. But until all this magical mayhem started, the most they would do was preach against us. Now it seems they want to wipe us out, as if that would make them safe. It isn't us behind this terror. Ha! Ringneck's a collector, I'll call him. Likes shiny things. He was looking into a kidnapping in Wellbottom, the trow camp here in Scarabray below. I'd look for him first, as Wellbottom's nearby. Then he can help you find the others. Dalgleish is a dwarf smith and a long-time protector of Skara Brae. Someone's been attacking his clients, and he fears it's because he's investigating these terrors. He was off just before the raid to lie in wait for the devils at a client's stall in Skara Brae above. She's an elf who dedicated herself to caring for the poorest in Skara Brae. She'd heard some rumours of elves luring children away from their families, like in the old tales. She went above ground to learn the truth of it. If you need some kit, peek in those crates. Won't do to go around defenceless in days like these. Did you find Ringneck?
What is it? Come back. Wasting my time.
Torn apart right in front of me. I didn't know whether to shit or scream. I think I did both.
Even for heroes such as ourselves, I fear this fight will be too much. We will die here, but it will be glorious. Death awaits us if we take this fight, but I am ready. We will die here, but it will be glorious. Death awaits us if we take this fight, but I am ready.
You can't trick me! You're a monster! Just like the other monster! No! 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 Leave me be! Even for heroes such as ourselves, I fear this fight will be too much.
Death awaits us if we take this fight. But I am ready. Hardly worth our effort. There is no glory here. May I pass?
Up!
Please excuse me.
don't know who nabbed him?
They was out scavenging. Didn't know they was gone till Gob found their gear all thrown about down near Sinister Street.
Well, that's a place to start. I'll find them, Cully, I promise I will. Now lock down tight until I get back, aye?
Ta, Ringneck. I only hope you'd find him alive. There's too many of us hurt and lost already.
This is terrible, terrible. And the Nappers with such a head start.
Adventurers. I understand why you look at me askance, friends, but please do not think all Fatherites are as close-minded as Bishop Henred's paladins. They may blame all Trow for the crimes of a few, as they do adventurers too, eh? But we do not. Please tell your friends at the guild that if any there needs sanctuary, even from other Fatherites, the Temple of the Blessed Lady is always open. I am High Priestess Uena of the Temple of the Blessed Lady. We of the Temple are dedicated to helping the helpless and healing the hurt, no matter who they are or who has hurt them. We are indeed, but Henred is very zealous. I should not say more. Loyalty is one of a paladin's greatest virtues, but blind loyalty... I wish they followed the actual teachings of the Sword Father's book as fervently as they do those who preach it. I do, child. I pray. Go in peace, child.
Who's that? Ah, you must be the one Rabbit promised to send. Am I glad to see you? Some kin of mine have been kidnapped and I could use some help finding them. Whalebottom's the biggest trout camp in all of Keith. Used to be the one place a trout could feel they was safe. Now nowhere is safe. Been talk at the guild of some trout sale sorts sneaking around Scarab Brae, killing people and cutting them up. I hope it ain't them who's took my friends, but I got a bad feeling in my belly. Thanks for giving me a hand. Cully said they was taken near Sinister Street. Let's head that way.
Eh?
That's High Priestess Uena, leader of the Temple of the Blessed Lady. She's a lot nicer than Bishop Henred, but they're still on the same side.
Santé, mes amis. Will you help a man buy a drink? I have these things I have no use for now, and I will send them to you for very cheap. Very cheap. Ah, do you speak my tongue? Are you from Ambardi? No? Ah, I should go home. What did I think I would find here that I could not find there? But who has the coin for the voyage, huh? When drinking costs so much. The armor, the swords, the accoutrements of war. I have given them up, huh? They are not so easily disposed of. and so I must drink, and so I must have coin. And so I sell the armor, the sword, and the accoutrements of war. May it bring you more joy. Come back if you want more. Or to drink.
Everything gone! My whole collection!
We can rebuild, Johann.
Can we? Those artifacts were irreplaceable! And now they're smashed!
Aha! Here's one who knows what's what. And what can the Fox of the North do for a fellow follower of fortune? That's what the paladins call me. The most notorious robber north of Lestris. But can they catch me? Not if I can go to ground, they can't. Paladins are afraid of the old city, and with good reason. They've no friends down here. So I cool my heels here when the heat's on, then slip back up above ground for another run. Business is good. Just a few things I've picked up on my last trip upstairs. So long, my bonny comrades.
Was I shouting? Forgive me. It's just the cursed Vazarites. They've wrecked our store and all our merchandise. A collection I have spent a lifetime acquiring. Priceless.
This is Johann, by the way, and I'm Shell.
They seem to have found it objectionable that many of the artifacts we sell are of elven provenance, and so decided to smash them all and arrest us.
We escaped when one of the shelves fell on them, and now we're here, with just a few pieces rescued as we ran out the door.
I was one of the foremost collectors of elven artifacts in Cave. I had a fine selection of puzzle weapons, elven generation books, jewelry, art.
And it's all gone. All but a handful of things, which we're currently willing to sell at bargain prices.
Arbendy, originally. The son of a master mason. He taught me to love the beautiful things, and I found none more beautiful than elven handcrafts. Except, of course, my lovely wife.
Ha! Flatterer. Lestris. I met Johann there when he was cataloguing my father's library. He was my excuse to escape a life of noble banalities.
Is that all I was? An excuse?
A very good excuse, beloved. We eloped together here 6 years ago to start a new life. Now we start again, I suppose.
As long as I have you, darling, anything is possible. afraid it's all...
Please.
Ready.
Thank you.
Aye, thanks.
Well, hey, who's this now? Are you really here? Or was that last batch stronger than I thought? Hey, well. No better way to test the potency of my concoctions than taking a little nip myself. That last one. Oh, are there 8 of you? Hey, well. So, now, where was I?
This is the place. Blood everywhere. Terrible. Ah, but maybe it can lead us to where there was Duke. Have a look around.
Eh? What can I do?
Who's that? You want something from me? You can whistle for it. Music to my ears. Look, Akashi, a friend. So now, how can one rogue help another? Ren's my name, a student of the streets who studied in 100 cities, but come back after my education to practice my trade in my dear old hometown. Nothing like thieving from folks you know and trust, eh? Akashi's my partner, a better thief than most, and a better friend than all. Rescued him from a gang known as the Red Imps, and we have been pals ever since. They were so dumb. He should have been their leader. Instead, they treated him like a dog. Shameful. Well, we sent them away with their tails between their legs. Didn't we, boy? Stop by anytime.
What's that? I see them! Come, heathen! Stand aside!
Aha! So long, my bonny comrades.
Ah. Aye, thanks.
This is the place. Blood everywhere. Terrible. Ah, but maybe it can lead us to where there was Duke. Have a look around.
Who's that? I am not hearing you. Music. Stop by anytime.
Who's there? Forget it.
I don't know about this.
same kind.
So long, my bonny
Irreplaceable.
comrades.
And now they're smashed. Aye, thanks.
So... Nah.
This is the place. Blood everywhere. Terrible. Ah, but maybe it can lead us to where there was Duke. Have a look around.
You want something from me? You can whistle for it. Music. Stop by anytime.
Even for heroes such as ourselves, I fear this fight will be too much.
Yep.
Aye.
Here. They were heading this way.
Eh?
Maybe
Over
we
there.
could...
Somebody stop this thing!
Everything.
Uh-huh. So long, my bonny comrades.
Ah. Aye, thanks.
thought... No. Where was it?
This is the place. Blood everywhere. Terrible. Ah, but maybe it can lead us to where there was Duke. Have a look around.
Who's that? Mute. Stop by anytime.
Here! They were heading this way.
We will die here, but it will be glorious.
Torn apart, right in front of me. I didn't know whether to shit or scream. I think I did both.
Yep.
How may I serve?
Eh? Stop a minute. There's an old trow cache found here somewhere. Before we face these kidnappers, we might want to stock up on a few necessaries. Look for a chalk mark.
Torn apart, right in front of me. I didn't know whether to shout or scream.
Maybe we could find another way, eh?
Aha! Is it you? So, now where did I put that oil on Nicola
right in front of me. I didn't know whether to shit.
Became a wintry night. Foes from below, blood on the snow. Bright
Ah, you've found Ringneck. Good. Hope you have the same luck with Dalgleish and the Green Lady.
What is it now? Right. Let's talk.
The depths of Scarabray. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. 'Gainst Mangar's horde we took up sword and fought from dawn to dawn. Though we did win, too many kin gave life to see them gone. To Mangar's lair we took the snare. Hooks did end his reign.
You have no honor.
Why are you even trying?
Why do you even exist?
If you don't go away,
Come.
come forward and die.
Your wickedness will
Come
forward.
Your wickedness.
When all this is over, I'll be pulling your teeth out my boot heels.
Watch out.
Is that your...
Come on, you...
Who wants a piece of me? I'll take you all on!
Ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. A summer's day in Scarabray became a wintry night. Foes from below, blood on the snow. Bright crimson on white. A madman's story of ancient glory brought death from far away. For eldritch power did Mangar scour the depths of Scarabray. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. 'Gainst Mangar's horde we took up sword and fought from dawn to dawn. Though we did win, too many kin gave life to see them gone. To Mangar's lair
What
we
can I
took
do?
the snare. Its hooks did end his reign.
What is it?
Now
Come back with the...
He rise to bring him low again.
Thanks. Now get.
Oh, in summer, I say...
Them things dragged down my old dad to gallop.
Here, you'll need this to hook that bit that sticks out up there.
Death awaits us if we take this fight. But I am ready.
I don't know about this.
Even for heroes such as ourselves, I fear this fight will be too much.
gone into Scarab Brae above. Dangerous ground for a trow these days. We best be careful.
Eh?
We will die here, but it will be glorious.
Seems on edge.
Well, it's maddening. If that 50 woman was correct, we have to get to the Gotten lands immediately. Hail.
Greetings.
I hope you are not seeking to sail, friends. They have not let a boat out of the harbour in days.
And it matters not how urgent your business. The harbour master will not listen.
My name is Rupert, lately a warden of the Highlands. Now, until I can be sure my sworn brother Ewan is safe, I am a wanderer.
I am Rifkind of Cadlander. And being without family or fortune, I've sworn to aid my friend Rupert until he has learned the fate of his friend.
Ah, we have just come from the Intriac, chasing a rumour of you into a dead end. Fortunately, a witch of the...
It is bad among the Fichti now. Corruption infects the trees. Even the animals are sickening. I would avoid it if I were you.
I seek to save a friend, Ewan, stolen away by the fair folk. We thought he had been taken through the portal to the Everwood that lies at the heart of the Intriac. But it was not so.
A wise woman of the Fichti told us no one had passed in or out of that portal in years. But she had felt tremors in the ley lines that told her the portal of the Gotten Fjords had opened just days ago.
It must be Ewan! It must be! I will save him from that temptress if it's the last thing I do!
Safe travel, friends.
Aye, aye. Good fortune to you.
I know. You want to sail. Well, so does everyone else. I want you to sail. But the Paladins have said that every ship must be searched, and every passenger manifest checked by a priest of the Swordfather. And they're taking their sweet damn time getting around to it. So you'll just have to wait like all the others. Since all this trouble started, they're the authority in Skara Brae. The mayor and the city guard are just bystanders like the rest of us. I don't like it any more than you do, I promise you. Try back tomorrow, or the next day.
Go on, I'm busy. Can you not see me working here? These fish ain't gonna salt themselves.
So frustrating. Why do you have to go and do that? You see this wee lush? He was about to tell us about some great treasure of his. Then he had to go and have one more drink, and suddenly he's talking gibberish. Can't understand. Time to get started. Bottoms up.
Treasure? Well, treasure? Well,
What are we doing?
Here. Ready.
Gavak, green, speed and solid. H me stol the hornet color. Be me björ drag the silla. Hallavik, hillavik, holo. Hallavik, hillavik, holo. Hallavik, hillavik, holo. Smjörach med Gachian hier fein Kun harish nach morgen mische Chilen kri, chilen kria An chilia charia vigasol Hallavik, hillavik, holo Hallavik, hillavik, holo Hallavik, hillavik, holo Snjörach med Miskvalt og hør min malten Bøyen en sjås en stråk Datje den våg forse Adje nachtjun ruske waslan Hallavik, hillavik, holo Hallavik, hillavik, holo Hallavik, hillavik, holo Snjörach med Med fyr jag och stått statjo Vase fast i strojk och skatjo Fycken dran biljonken arsnö Janne tar kaske Hallavik, hillavik, holo Snjörach med Bøyen morgen nachtkel Bøyen nachtgaun dansen nashi Bøyen halt och naun viglachte Ruske glad for traun priffratt och Hallavik, hillavik, holo Hallavik, hillavik, holo Hallavik, hillavik, holo
Yes?
Hallavik, hillavik, holo Hallavik, hillavik, holo Hallavik, hillavik, holo Snjörach med Smjörach med skjer Beganen duse katto Gjörach gehech med satje Village movrons harlem agne Hallavik, hillavik, holo Hallavik, hillavik, holo Hallavik, hillavik, holo
Treasure? Well,
No,
Speed and solid, H me start the Be me björ drag
We can take him.
Hallavik, hillavik, holo Hallavik, hillavik, holo
To the field of honor.
Eh? There! Get him! Your story ends here. I'm right here, hero! All right. Right here! Over.
Yeah?
Time to finish this! Ah! Ah! Oh no! Ah!
Ready.
I'm gonna put you out your misery.
Adventurer!
Let's get to the killing!
Kill him! We'll make it look like they were helping the others.
Taking orders from a human.
Move!
Exorcista putando this! Ah! Fire! Flames!
Brothers! Sisters! Why are you doing this? Here. Pardon?
No nickers to firmat! Nerve incendies! Flammate! For the fire!
Stupid fools! Don't you know you've been tricked?
Ready.
Eating my brain!
Right! Please! Stop fighting! Just let them go!
Ready for order.
Thank you! Thank you! I thought we were gonna die! Those sellsword trouts said they was gonna leave our bodies here, so it seemed we'd killed those men. They didn't stand a chance, unarmed against those dirty assassins. It was cold-blooded murder. Lots of blood and butchery being blamed on well-bottom trout lately. Possible we can prove it was these sellswords behind it all. Need to get back to Wellbottom and tell Cully. We better leg it. Thanks again.
You see, Paladin, outcasts and trow killing honest citizens.
They're all in it together. They want to kill us all.
Heathen trash! I'd better find some backup.
I'll warn the harbour master.
Here. What do you need?
Yes?
Yep.
A summer's day in Scarabray became